In this video, we're going to take a look at a headphone mount that I bought from Amazon that I had no idea I needed until I took a chance on it. What's up everybody, my name is Zach and here on Techgear I do tech reviews, gear reviews, some tips and tricks to help you on your own YouTube journey. If any of that content interests you, be sure to subscribe and let's get into the video. So this is a monitor mount that you can clamp to a desk made by a company called Eurpmask, E-U-R-P-M-A-S-K. And I found them on Amazon just by searching headphone holder or, headphone mount. And this one caught my eye because the price was right, it's cheap, it's affordable. And two, being that you can mount this thing to different surfaces, different thicknesses, and move it around very easily. And like I said in the intro, I had no idea I needed one of these. I started looking into it because I got tired of laying headphones everywhere. Cords always be tangled and on the desk, on my work area, and I just kind of got tired of that. I always made do. I would hang on the back of the monitor or, just put them kind of out of the way, to where I can still use my workspace. But it just kind of got old and I had no idea that I would use this thing as much as I do. I use it every day. And I have multiple headphones that I use. Like I've got dedicated headphones I use for gaming or on the simulator rig. I've also got some headphones that I prefer to wear when I'm editing these videos just because the audio quality is good. And I don't have a mic stuck out of my face all the time. But let me tell you a little bit of how it's made. It's made of plastic. It's kind of like a brushed black color, and it's fully plastic. There's some, metal mechanical parts inside. I know there's a spring, and there's more than likely some kind of metal guide in there.
Hey, bud.
But other than that, it's pretty much plastic. Really lightweight, but it is kind of sturdy. It's not metal. You can flex it a little bit. But for what it is and what it's going to serve, it's perfect. Now this thing has a spring clamp. You don't have to bolt this thing. There's no tools needed to use it. You just spread it and clamp it to whatever you got. And it goes from thicknesses from 7mm to 37mm. After you have it mounted to something, it's got a rotating little arm on it. So you can kind of aim it to whatever direction you need to. Say you mount it to the end of your desk. You can rotate this out and hang your stuff, front ways. And I think that's cool to have the flexibility without having to pay more. Now this thing also has a little hook here on the bottom side near the arm, which allows you to hang wires on. And I think that this could be built a little differently and enhance how good it is. I'll touch on that later on in the video. But it is cool that they thought about having, some way to hook your wires and, hang your headphones on it, but your wire's still dangling to the ground. And that is a really cool feature to kind of help organize things. Now up on the clamp where it connects to your desk or whatever you're gonna hook it to, it has little rubber feet. And I like that. I like that you're not damaging your headphone mount or you're not damaging your surface that you have it clamped to. It also gives it some extra grip, so if you accidentally bump into it like that, not only will it spin the arm around and not, detach it from anything, but it just has a little bit of extra, grip to it. So that is really nice. I would love to see that on the arm where you put your headphone, kind of make it that much more of a premium product if they thought about that. This thing is not only for headphones either. You can hang hats on it when you got your headphones on, just replace your hat over there. You could also hang cables or little small drop cords or anything you might need in your office or in your room or whatever you're using this thing for. You can also balance a controller on it, which I think is really cool. Now, you don't want to be shaking your desk or bumping into things, but you can get one to balance there and you don't have to touch it and it'll stay without falling off. And I think that's pretty cool, especially if you want to buy one of these just to display your controller somewhere in the room. Really cool idea. Overall, for the money, I think that it's a really good built product. It's very nice for what it is, but I do want to touch on two things that I think could be improved on it. One of those being possibly a metal construction. Instead of being plastic, it would be nice to see maybe a more industrial or heavy duty style metal. If you use this thing for its intended purpose, you should not need that kind of support, but I would feel much more comfortable having something that's metal that, is gonna hold its own. And also having rubber on this arm right here, like I mentioned, I think would be a really cool feature or an added bonus to something, with that kind of quality. And then more importantly, this little cable loop they have on the bottom, I think this could be designed a little differently. This thing is really hard, and if your cable is not like an 1/8 inch thick, you're not going to be able to slide it in there. I just think the design could be a little different there to make it easier for the consumer to use. Now to answer the main question of the video, is this thing worth it? And my easy answer is absolutely. Like I said, I had no idea that I would need one or even use one as much as I have. And this is something I use every day without even realizing it. I'm always wearing headphones for either the videos or playing games or, stuff like that. Instantly, I take them off. They go right here because it's right beside me. And then if I don't want it beside me, if I want it out of the way, I could just swing around to, the side of my desk or even the back, clamp it back on, and they can be stored back there hanging out of the way. It's awesome. It really is like one of the best purchases that I've made for my little office setup here, because headphones is something that's always going to be in your way. Now, if you're interested in buying one of these for yourself, I will have an Amazon affiliate link down in the description box. I'd really appreciate it if you bought it through that link, because I would get just a little bit of a kickback off of it, and it won't cost you any extra. At the price that these things go for, just try one. I promise you, you will really like it. And that's going to wrap up the video for today. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you are into this kind of content and want to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see y'all in the next video. See ya.